everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play RimWorld. So, let me pause for a second just to get a full grasp of everything that we've done so far. So this is obviously our dumping area. We've got one of those launch pads built. Awesome sauce, everything's looking pretty good. We have this lady and, actually that's a man. Thought it looked like a woman for a second there. And we seem to be recruiting him perfectly fine. About to get a research started as well. Okay. Awesome! Looks like things are going pretty good on this planet right here. I'm pretty sure we haven't even named it, but if I remember correctly, this was like our rock star planet. The one that had like the guy with the afro, two guys with the mohawks. So I was thinking we'd name it like, the Monster Mash or something like that. Like, I'd imagine these guys would all be part of some like really horrible, really like corny rock band or something. And I don't know. I just think the idea of them naming their band the Monster Mash is pretty good in my opinion. So hopefully you guys will like that as well. We gotta really think what we want to do here though. We've got a lot of stuff on hand. Ooh, nice. Got some metal dropped around, always a positive thing for us. I do really wish, though, that we had a geothermal generator around here, but our solar panels will be able to function well enough. It's actually been so long since I've used solar panels in a run, so that actually might be kind of cool for us, you know? Obviously, it means, like, we're incredibly susceptible to solar flares. Like, solar flares could cause us some immense problems and really big issues in that regard, but same with fog, because it's nighttime right now. That's why we're not getting any power. But, oh god, almost selected it as Crashville. But, the fog definitely limits the amount of, solar energy that can be sucked in by those panels. So let's see, we'll go ahead and do Monster Mash. I think that's perfectly fine. The planet Monster Mash, with the three greatest rock stars of all time. About to have another member. Kinda weird haircut. I cannot believe this isn't a woman. I don't know. Dark-Eyed Deathjack. That's right, I remember that name. Frickin' intense name for a random person just to come crashing down here. All of our people do have weapons, correct? That's one thing I should definitely concern myself with. Okay, they do. So everyone should be safe in that regards. And maybe we should also start getting, our defensive plan built. I did say that I'd want to wait for the blasting charges in that case. And we do only have one raider, with only a pistol. Hopefully he'll live, because with that hairstyle, he would make a grand addition to our little rock band right here. So, hopefully we could get him. He could even be the leader of our group. Either that or Mr. Afro Man would suffice pretty fine with that. So let's see, What are we researching right now? Okay, I figured it would have to be hydroponics tables. That means we're gonna wait a little bit on creating our little defensive wall. And we should probably actually start setting up for once we, set up a room to actually start getting our hydroponics tables built. So this room should work pretty fine. It actually should be great for us since it'll be right next to the stockpile room. Although the hoppers do make it pretty damn interesting in regards to, these stockpile rooms now, because do we actually care about putting any food in those, or would our units just bring the food directly into the hoppers? Honestly, I'd probably want them bringing it directly to the hoppers, but actually that's also not true at all, because I would love people to be storing the food in this one as well. Rather than metal. I don't want people storing metal here. I don't think there's any way to specifically select don't store metal. Yeah, it's just oh, wait, no, we could do that. Okay. So silver can be in there because we want to trade that with the ships, but metal cannot. Uranium, I'm pretty sure, has no use in the game right now, but that's pretty much fine. All weapons can be stashed in there, I'm pretty sure. So, and there's multiple foods. There's meals, nutrient paste meal, and raw potatoes. I think we could just leave that as raw potatoes. I don't even know if we can store nutrient paste in there. It's interesting. But that's also super cool. I did not know you could pull this little tab down. Or if I did, I forgot in this video right here. that you could do that, and that's actually going to be unbelievably helpful for us, because like I was saying, I actually don't think we want metal in there, because more often than not, we're not going to be selling metal whatsoever. We'd rather store the metal right on in here. So maybe we should actually do that in this regard as well. Although this one I would want to store pretty much everything in regards to our resources. So let's just leave that the way it is and have this one work the way it's working right now. That should be really, really good for us. The raiders are attacking! Okay, let's get ready for this thing. Who has the Lee Enfield? There we go. Honestly, we could wait for the raider to get a little bit closer, though, and I might actually do that. I don't know why Dark Eye... Oh, Dark Eye has a dark eye! That must be why Dark Eye's chilling in the darkness there. It's gonna be like future... Or it's gonna be like a future Batman or something like that. You've merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it. My Bane voice right there. I think I do a pretty decent Bane. I don't know. I'm sure I'm not the best Tom Hardy impersonator in the world. I do believe that's the dude who played Bane, if I remember correctly. Come on, it's 2 versus 1. You guys better be able to take this guy out. Yeah, he's gonna go down. We might take some damage ourselves or get our equipment damaged just a tad bit, but that actually worked out pretty damn fine. And now we have this dude that we can capture, so let's actually go ahead and build another prisoner bed and get on that right off the bat, because I would love to have this guy on my team. He's gonna be our newest Rockstar member. And we shall have the greatest band on the planet. We're still having a colony of all men, though. That won't be good in the long run. We'll all die. Because we won't have anyone to reproduce with. That wouldn't be very good at all, but who knows? Maybe we've got a full squad of homosexuals and we weren't really gonna reproduce anyways. That's one thing, that's an interesting thing. I'm sure there actually are homosexuals out there who under no circumstances at all would not be willing to have sex with the same sex. As a matter of fact, I should think of it this way, so I'm not being insensitive in any regard. If we had to repopulate with men, like if men could reproduce by having sex with men, and there weren't any women on the planet, would I have sex with a man? I'm not sure. In all honesty, I'm not really sure why I'm thinking about this at all, but kind of an interesting thing that's never really crossed my mind before. God damn it. I was afraid that we did actually waste some, a little bit of metal for that wall right there, since he kind of like put down the first layering of it. Oh well, that's okay. Not like... We're not gonna die just because we wasted 2 metal, or at least I'm pretty sure we're not. Man, this guy is taking his sweet time in regards to getting that hydroponics table built, so hopefully he'll be able to finish it before too long. And hopefully we'll also recruit Dark Eye before too long. The more people on our squad, the better, as one would obviously expect. So, let's see, what do we want to do, damn? Only a 4% chance, though, so that makes sense. How is Dark Eye feeling? Dark Eye's pretty high up there. I would have hoped for a little bit better than a 4% chance. Let's go ahead and get our blasting charges built. I think that'll be really good from a defensive standpoint. And then once that's done, I could start setting up our death corridor the way that I really want it to be, the way that Sea Otter recommended to me. Nice to know that there's also a metal supply indoors. That's always a very, very positive thing. We do have a pretty good amount still lying about, though. Like, how much is that in each one? Around 35, a little bit less in some. But that's going to be a lot of metal for us to spend. So let's start getting those hydroponics tables up and running right now. I don't know why I said right in such a weird way. So with the doors right there, that means we'll go like bada bing. Nice! We actually have the perfect amount of space in here. That's something I forgot to check beforehand. But it's always so satisfying and so nice to know that you built the things appropriately. So we'll get 1 light there, and then probably 1 light there? Yeah, I think that should be perfectly fine. That should also keep the whole room lit. which will obviously be good. Let's cancel that so we could get that wall built right now. We'll probably only deal with these 6 hydroponics tables and then expand in the future, because we shouldn't need more than 6. I'm pretty damn sure. In fact, I think 5 of them alone has sufficed wonderfully for the early game in our past. So that should be more than enough for us at the moment. Or ATM, right guys? Oh, I'm so cool. I'm hip with all the new phrases. All the new phrases. ATM is not new at all. I don't know. Probably aged myself with that a little bit, but let me see. We need to consider whether or not we ever want these to get hauled out. Because in all honesty, I'm actually kind of starting to dig the idea of having just this cave be our prison cell, because it's kind of badass, like being like, yeah, we're building this base in the mountainside, but we just have like a pure cave as our prisoner room. I don't know, maybe, obviously we can't actually do this, but I would love to like get a pet bear. Nice, blasting charge is finished, that's always good for us. But I would love to get like a pet bear and just like stick him right in there, so like, those guys would be terrified back here, being like, oh my god, something's growling in the cave! Like, please, let us out. Torture them in that regard, but I don't know, that might be seen as a little bit inhumane, so I could understand if our people wouldn't want to do that. Dude, you could actually... Nah, once he finishes that, he'll probably get started on the lights, because actually at this point I'd rather have them work on the lights. Just because those things aren't gonna grow at all if they don't have the sun lamps. But now that's obviously been taken care of, so that's perfectly fine for us. Let's get started on our death corridor. That should be pretty cool. We're gonna put a blasting charge right here for starters. That'll essentially be the set up our plan for how we want things to go. So what am I thinking? I want it to be 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to the right. That means we get to set up 1, 2, 3, 4. One wall right there. And then we're also going to have another wall. I don't know if this is proportioned right, so I'm going to get rid of this one in a bit. But we'll also have one wall going along there. And so our death corridor is actually essentially just going to be this room that characters will walk down full of blasting charges. So they'll just be obliterated, like, really, really easily. Or at least that's the plan in mind. So we shouldn't have too much to fear in regards to raider attacks, at least for the early game. As stuff goes on later, I'll probably build, like, a turret defense as well, but this blasting charge plan will be, like, genius for keeping our people safe. Which should mean that the only things we should have to worry about are Muffalo attacks, because I prefer not to use blasting charges on Muffalo. I consider that a teeny bit of a waste, just because I'm like, really, there should be like, let's go ahead and make everyone at least 2 in hauling. But at that point, I'm basically like, man, really, I wish that there was an easier way to take out these Muffalo without having to waste 25 metal, you know? So Muffalo attacks would still be a bigger threat than raiders if this blasting charge death corridor works as planned, which I think it definitely will. But then we will also have to worry about boom rats. I got a comment recently, actually on one of the first RimWorld videos. Completely forget who mentioned it, and I really, really apologize for that. But I actually never noticed this before, so I'm really thankful for the comment. They're actually called boom rats. I always called them bomb rats, because they're kind of like bombs, you know, since they explode. But boom rat obviously makes the exact same amount of sense as bomb rat does. So I'm just a big ding-dong about everything, and I apologize if that has irritated anyone. But now I know, and knowing is half the battle. We have another raider. It appears that he's bare naked, which is a little bit scary, as I told you, as I might have mentioned to you guys in the past, being purely naked is like the greatest intimidation tactic of any combat style. Like, something that jujitsu is heavily based on, being naked. Not at all, I'm just kidding. And that's probably something that would insult a couple of people out there, I'm sure. So I apologize. But yeah, so in my world, this raider being purely naked would strike fear in the hearts of my whole colonists, and he would probably kill them all very easily. But who knows, maybe he will kill them all very easily because he's got a Molotov cocktail, as I've mentioned before, like my least favorite thing to come up against in this entire game. Hate them so much. So let's actually place out a blasting... Oh, actually, this works perfectly. Apparently, actually, the wall setup that I had there originally is exactly the way I'd want it to be. So let's set up to get that all started. Which also would make me feel very confident in regards to just taking this guy out with my death corridor plan. Well, not my death corridor plan, technically, Sea Otter's, but the death corridor plan, I should say. So let's actually go ahead and set out 2 more of these, and then we'll try to use this first one just to blow him up. We won't deal with him with more than one, since it's only one colonist. How much damage has he taken? Has he taken any? He's taken no damage. That's a little bit saddening, but he'll be fine. We'll deal with him however we can. Andy has. It's not a D. That's silly. Andy has a mental break and is going on a rampage. Was there a warning for mental break, or did this just happen out of the blue? I guess he must have had a mental break. Why didn't you eat, Andy? Do we have no food? We have no food. Oh, crap. I totally did not notice that, and that is really, really my bad. Crap. Crap. Man, this is really bad, actually. Our plants are being grown, which is a positive. So let's actually prioritize growing the potato. You do that. And this dude Clovis actually needs to take out Andy right here, which is awful because that means that we're really, really going to be prioritizing, Raiders have finished their attack. Okay. Yeah, that means we're really, really, really gonna have to be careful. Please don't kill Andy. Just, like, incapacitate him. There's no way I could capture him. Let's try melee attacking him to finish him, because I think that should have a better chance of keeping him A-okay. What are your needs? He doesn't need food nearly as much as he did before, so let's actually have him continue to prioritize growing. You're gonna keep on growing the plants, my good sir. I'm pretty damn sure your thoughts are going up, right? Yeah, his thoughts are going up. You just ate raw food. That's the only negative for him there, so he should be perfectly fine. Let's actually ignore Andy for the short time being. We'll have this dude also work on growing the plants, because our people desperately need food right now. I messed up. I should have watched our food a bit more appropriately than I have been. What are you doing, my good sir? You need to get back indoors. Luckily, that guy decided to take the long route around. We're actually gonna keep on prioritizing growing all that. So he's not gonna be able to break through it all. And even if he does do some damage to the door, he's about to take some serious damage right here. Nice! He is gonna set our base on fire, though, so that's gonna be a big old pain in the dick. Stop it! Frickin' jerkwad. Okay. That at least gives us a big opportunity to go ahead and say, hey, we need to start marking our home zones. So let's mark all of that. That should be pretty good for now. Severin should be able to kill him perfectly fine. Just like one hit or two will finish him off. If you actually keep on hitting. Nice to know this dude is prioritizing hitting our house rather than hitting us. Oh, come on, dude. Come on! He's right there! I think we'll have better luck shooting him. Come on, shoot him. Oh, God, now they're going to fisticuffs again. Okay, well, he'll be dead in this... Okay, good, he's dead. Now, let's go ahead and capture Andy. Of course, we actually need an additional bed for that. And the unfortunate thing is, does that mean we have to re-recruit him? I hope it doesn't. Because it's gonna be a big ol' pain having to only have 2 squad mates once again. That'll actually be an enormous pain. But, you know, once we get these defenses set up, I think we should be perfectly fine. It just means our base is going to be functioning a little bit slower than we would normally hope it would. Yeah, we're going to need to re-recruit Andy. That sucks. That sucks a hell of a lot. So we're going to try to recruit him right away and get started on that. He was not our warden? He was not our warden. Okay. I'm gonna make warden number 1 for both of those guys now, though. And make mining number 2 for you, my good sir. Probably won't get too much mining work done right now, because we definitely need to focus more on the food, and we have a fair amount of metal scattered around the map. I just really mished. Sometimes I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I just really wish we did a much better job of, watching our food, you know? That really messed us up in some regards. Let's actually sell this bed, though. That'll make those two happier, having their own bedrooms to sleep in for a good while. So, let's see. Another failed recruit. Below loyalty threshold. Okay. That's a good thing to point out. I was always kind of curious what those lines meant. I thought it was like a threshold that they have. Andy's dead. That's not good. He probably starved to death, in all honesty. Oh, once again, entirely my bad, but the one good thing about that, I suppose, is that that's one less body to have to worry about. That's a horrible way to think of things, but man, oh man, I am definitely not playing I have not played my best at all since the new patch. Like, I've been doing, I don't think bad. I haven't been doing badly, I don't think, but I've made a lot of small but very, very crucial mistakes. Like things that, very small things that have an incredibly subtle impact. I mean, that have a subtle impact, but incredibly powerful impact on the game and your ability to do well in the game as well. So, I hate it when I say as well twice in one sense. Let's also make research 1 for that right there, so we can actually continue getting that done. Although the good thing here is that none of this research is incredibly crucial for us. At least not right now. Those are all stuff that we can start working on later on. We really need to get more food growing, so our people can actually put those in the hoppers and use our nutrient paste dispenser. Things are pretty wacky right now, to say the least. Where are you going? Oh, you're going to haul food. That's actually good. That's pretty damn good. I'll let you do that, because we need that food to be hauled and put into these hoppers so our people can be more secure about their situation. We also need to get the dead bodies moved, though, because I'm pretty sure that's not going to make these prisoners happy. In fact, their loyalty is going down almost certainly because there's this corpse in here. Yeah, observe corpse. Luckily, that's only a -10, though. And -10 in that one as well. Ugly environments, that makes sense. Sharing bedroom. Starving, that makes a lot of sense as well. Oh man, these food issues are gonna be causing us some serious problems, I'm sure. I also kind of really want to get these things built before too long, because I think those are actually incredibly important to our survival now, at this point. I'm pretty sure that these blasting charges might make the difference between life and death in the future. Did we just feed Dark Eye? Yeah, we fed Dark Eye plain, food, which is not what I want, but that's okay. Oh god, that's really bad. Yeah, wall short-circuited. I'm pretty sure I didn't even need to check that to learn that. Or to learn that that's what caused the issue right there. You are going to put out the fire, correct? Yes, he is. No, he's not! He is not a firefighter. He is not a firefighter. Oh, good lord. That's bad. That is really bad. Our only person who could fight fires is incredibly far away. The one good thing is, there isn't too much of crucial importance right in this vicinity. It's just gonna be so annoying to get those walls collapsing. You know what's... Oh, come on. We can't be catching on fire now. Okay, cool. That fires out at least. You know what's one thing that I really want some addition? You know what's one addition that I think really should be put into the game? Some kind of, like, hose or any tool to put out a fire, you know? Because, like, I don't know if I just got really lucky in the previous patch of the game, but I've played some of this patch outside of this recording, outside of recording for the channel as well, and funny enough, the walls have short-circuited like mad for me, which is kind of ironic because people have told me in the past that a solar flare, of course. That's to be expected, in all honesty. We are dealing with Randy Random here, so, who knows? Maybe we'll actually stop playing Randy Random after this one, just to get our footing with the new alpha, because I love playing Randy Random, of course, but, I definitely, oh god, that fire needs to be put out. Even though we actually haven't used this thing in forever. But, like, as I mentioned before, I love playing Randy Random because it's so exciting and all that stuff. But, at this point, we haven't gone to get too far in this alpha, you know? And I want to continue moving forward with the alpha and actually developing stuff, rather than just kind of being stagnant in the early stages. I really want to get further on with Alpha 1 and be able to show off how these early things affect the late game as well, rather than just starting off with a bunch of stuff. And continuing on with that. Look at all the damage that one fire caused. Jesus Christ. This is really where that food issue would have made these problems a lot more minor, but you know. Those small mistakes cause some big issues in your future for sure. So let's see. But as I was kind of saying before, pre-alpha, the walls, I don't think the walls ever short-circuited for me. It was always the power conduits that did it. But people have been telling me as of late that apparently the walls are garbage and they short-circuit all the time, and the power conduits are the safe way to go. So maybe I'll have to change things up a bit and start working with these things. Honestly, I'd be a bit scared to, because I don't trust them. Don't really trust them at all because of past experiences, but I'm starting to lose my faith in the walls. I used to love the walls, but they're not doing a lot good for me, to say the least. So once Clovis wakes up, we should really get that corpse moved out from the prisoner area. How much sleep does Clovis need? We should let Clovis keep on getting some sleep. Nice to know that's Severin. It's such a weird name. Every time I see that name, I'm like, how the hell do I pronounce this? Nice to know that Severin is getting some food brought out. Let me see. Not entirely starving yet. How's Dark Eye doing, though? Okay, Dark Eye isn't starving as well. We need the people to start working on the hydroponics tables. Get the food right there. That should be much, much better, I would imagine. Because obviously, let's actually, I think hauling is #1 for this person as well. Yeah, we're going to change growing to #1. We'll keep hauling as #1 as well. Because that's, Severin? Yeah. The growing is more important, because that gets us the food local, rather than farther away, rather than having to walk so far away to get the food. Nice for that food drop to have happened, but, definitely more important for it to be local, because we're actually going to be doing things much more efficiently if we're getting our food from inside. So let's keep on, going with that plan. I would also love to get some metal flooring placed around in our house, so hopefully that would, decrease the fire's ability to spread, but I don't think we're going to be able to work on that quite as quickly as I would normally hope. You're still going all the way out there to just haul that stuff. Unless you're eating it? No, he's probably not eating it. Delivering food to Dark Eye. Yeah. Hauling is #2 and you have growing prioritized more. It's probably because these people are hungry. That's probably why they're going all the way over to haul it. Just frickin' irritating. We really need to be able to recruit this dude right here, Gallagher, which is a pretty damn good name, I gotta say. The name is Gallagher. I am the man of many gallers. So, you're gonna work on this. No, not growing the table. I want you to work on the specific plants. And is the other dude awake yet? Yes, he is, but I don't see him here. So he's actually probably doing that little runoff trick that the other guy was doing before. Oh man, rough bad luck. Immediately after a solar flare, we get, oh, he's probably gonna try to recruit people. He's chatting with Dark Eye. I'm pretty sure Dark Eye is still under the thing, so that's not gonna help at all. Let's actually... Ah, okay, you're gonna go and work on this. Even though, actually, I'm not sure if we'll be able to even get these. I think since they're fully grown, yeah, okay, he's still gonna be able to do that. And it's okay for you to swap over to building those, because I would like those things being built rather quickly. What are you doing, though? No, that does not need to be done. Keep on working on our local growing. That is more important. It has less food dropped, but I think it would get us much more food all in all, to be sure. That's probably not going to make him too much more full, because, that actually did quite a bit. So now we're going to get some rest. Problem with our situation right now is that we're sustainable, but we're not making any forward progress. That's what's really bad about this. So actually, because of that, I think I'm going to, right now, definitely go work on that grave and get that corpse in here moved. Because that will probably go quite a long ways towards making these people happier again. Obviously, it won't make it perfect, but should get some of it done. I wish when you tell people to prioritize a task, they would actually finish the task, you know? Instead of starting it twice, but not completing it. It's a little bit irritating, but you know, the things work like that sometimes in this game. What are you doing? Okay, you're going about that whole task. But I don't want you to do that. Can this guy not haul? No, he can haul. Why can't I select this corpse? Okay, I guess we're gonna have the other guy do it. We have the corpse right there, so we should be able to do that, but it's just not working. We're gonna keep on growing the plants then. God damn, I really wish I kept a better track on my people's mental state. Because if we didn't make that one mistake, we would be in such a different spot right here. Are you trying to... No, you're just gonna chat with them. Please chat and then follow up with a recruit, or attempt to recruit. That would be very, very helpful, even though it won't work with him. If I right-click on you, will that actually work? Yeah, prioritize Warden. Oh, crap. Now he's at a mental break. Why? Observed corpse. That's why I told you to frickin' move the corpse. Good lord. Okay, this is starting to get a little bit wild. Can you move the corpse? No, you can't. Why can't I move this corpse? Is it because it's in a frickin' bed? I hope not, because that would be a really stupid reason, to be frank. I just cannot... Wait, select you. Yeah, I just cannot select the corpse. Which is absolutely stupid. I don't know what's up with that. Are you becoming happier again? No, you're not. And you're starting to lose your mental state as well. Once again, because of the corpse. If you guys would actually move them, that would be nice. Let me check their overview. See if they're just incapable of it. Character. Incapable of scary. Maybe it's because the corpse is scary to them he can't do it? It would be kind of weird. Intellectual and artistic. Even if that's the case, this guy should be 100% able to haul that corpse. But he just won't do it, you know? I have no idea why. So who knows? We're in a real pickle at this point. In all honesty, I kind of feel like this colony is about to lead to a slow decline into a failure. So, who knows? I honestly kind of want to go back to normal Cassandra as well, so we might do that in the next one. Say goodbye to Randy Random for a bit, until I get my footing even more with this new Alpha 1 setting, because I think there has been some small changes as well in regards to how some gameplay works. Like, as I mentioned, the walls. Because the walls, like, never short-circuited with me before, but now that's happened so often in my play, in and out of recording, and that has screwed me over, or continued to screw me over when I'm in a bad position, even more, on so many occasions. So we'll see. We'll definitely continue with this save in the next video, or like just see what happens until this colony like dies, or I don't know. If you guys want to see a different colony, just go ahead and we could swap. Just tell me and we could swap over to that. But regardless, I think once we start the new colony, we're gonna go back to plain old Cassandra for the time being. Just keep things simple in that regards, you know. So anyways, I think that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I did a weird stutter there. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.